Welcome back to SSS, where we're the best. Now let's go around the table and reintroduce yourselves.
Woo! I'm Harpy. I'll be playing Aster for you tonight. They're exploring their gender, but they're still kind of shy about it. They haven't come out to their Nona yet, though she's the person they should trust most of all.
I am Rose, and I am playing Miss Mary Black today. Fun fact, her first word was asparagus.
That's totally believable.
Absolutely. Asbestos. Asbestos.
Hello, I'm Orchid, and I'll be playing Abigail Shaw. Fun fact for her is, in her free time, she cosplays.
Very nice.
Very, very nice.
This is going to add some wicked elements to your cosplay. With the fire wings.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Mercy, I'm so sorry.
Space Baby does not like the introductions. Space Baby is being played by Anne Hathaway today. Space Baby's fun fact is Space Baby does not like introductions, and Space Baby is being played by Anne Hathaway today. And the fun fact is that Space Baby does not like introductions. And, can you guess?
Being played by Anne Hathaway?
How did you know? Oh my goodness.
Damn.
Oh, it was kind of delightful, actually.
And I'm your Dungeon Master, Adam.
Dungeon Master.
Ah, shit.
That's
And
just
I'm
for you.
Brother, I don't...
And I am your Game Master, Adam. And let's get into the recap.
In the last one, our dear sweet boys, girls, theys, and thems faced off against the Buccaneer on their field trip to the Icaron Museum of Modern History. The Buccaneer was after something called the Refractory Stone. It doesn't seem like it was the whole truth, as some masked people came in the back entrance and got away with the Vitals Rod. With Space Baby unconscious in the parking lot, let's see what our brave and emotional heroes do next.
All right.
Achoo. Kidding.
All right. We're going to pick back up with you guys still at the museum. Everybody's left. People are clearing out. The cops have come. They're doing their investigation. There's the entrance has now been taped off. What do you all do? Do you guys go home? Do you guys stand around and chat for a while?
So the school bus just left us there?
School bus is about to leave.
Okay.
A lot of people's parents have come and picked them up, though, out of worry.
Any mysterious black vehicles?
No, you don't see any mysterious black vehicles. No.
Because they're invisible.
They're invisible. Ugh, spooky.
Honestly, I don't think Aster cares enough right in this moment to be looking for, is my Nona here, is my brother here? Which he might be, knowing him, likes to stick his nose in everything. They are sort of slinking off into, like, the shadow of the building, and they're going to start fiddling with their radio. They're trying to get into the police broadcasts.
Ooh.
Trying to get into those radios.
Okay, roll me a Unleash Your Power.
Importantly, do we have any team currently?
You have +1 team from what you ended with last time. So whatever you ended with, whoever is keeping track of the team, +1.
I think Mary Black has once again resumed her position at the entrance to the bus and is taking off checklists of people who are still getting on the bus and people who have already been picked up.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Mary Black standing there with a clipboard.
And then, of course, there's Clippy, who she is glaring at, and I think every now and then she kind of just, like, goes whoops and pokes him with her pencil.
That's a 9 on Unleash Your Powers, by the way.
Okay, Unleash Your Powers, a 9. So, are you marking a thing, or are you, or is that a full success? I need to look at these.
That's a partial success. That's a compromise.
That's what I
7
was
and 9.
thinking. So, are you marking a condition, or am I telling you how the effect is unstable or temporary?
I want to mark a condition, but I don't see really any that they'd be feeling particularly for it. So I imagine it's unstable or temporary, but they're not going to be happy about it. I would mark angry, but they already are.
Okay, so what you get is a lot of static sounds. So you get a
Like smacking at the radio, trying to get it to work better.
It never does. But you hear APB masks happy.
Okay. Yeah, they're gonna keep trying to reach through. Maybe even try and reach who they're talking to. But I don't know if
That's as far as you get. You don't get rerolls.
Is Grandma Shaw coming back on the bus with us?
Yes, she is accompanying Gail and Ozzy. She needs to stay with them.
Okay. I have something for when everyone gets on the bus.
Okay. Is everyone getting on the bus, or do we have more information as we're standing around?
We're downtown, right? Like a little bit nicer than.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're in the nicer area of town.
Like Midtown around the cathedral or whatever we called it.
Somewhere.
The Knights.
There can be
building.
a cathedral somewhere.
Crucible and no.
No, okay.
There's a nice church just nearby, though.
There could be a cathedral.
Yeah, I mean, it's got some lovely stained glass
There's a
windows.
nice- there's
The
a nice
peak on
chapel.
that thing. It's real high up, but
Yeah.
if you can get on there, you get some real good shots.
Ooh.
And
I have a
new
question.
location, Kapu's Cathedral.
Oh.
Go on.
Yeah. Has anybody noticed that Space Baby's passed out, possibly dead on the ground?
Well, I thought you came
When
back
did
to
you
life
pass
when
out
you
again?
At the end of the last session, I had 5 conditions.
Yeah. Well, you get to make the choice of pass out or run away. So, which one did you do?
I passed
No,
out.
he passed out, turned into a puddle, and then I could have sworn.
We didn't say anything further. We just said passed out.
Oh.
So what happens? Are we puddling? Are we passing out? What's happening?
Passing out, slowly spreading out into the ground.
Then you're outside the museum?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. I don't think Aster is the first.
Oh,
on
snap.
this. If
Actually-
they're distracted. They're actively doing something right now.
If I passed out, then I'm probably not maintaining the human body illusion.
Probably not.
So there is a slinky, translucent blue
Puddle.
puddling being, and wearing girl clothes.
Like a sort of
Well, I thought the girl clothes were a part of your form. Like you had had them.
Hard like. What? He's stressing the part though. He's got to have that inspo.
Did
The
you
inspo, bro.
did she put on like fiber clothing that would remain? Okay.
Little halter top, like some jorts.
Like a sort of horror take on Frosty the Snowman's melting. What's happening here, huh?
Yeah. Except no carrot.
Okay, sad. Didn't have a budget for it.
So
Yeah,
I'm just
Aster-
melting.
I don't know if. I think Mary Black would try and play it cool. Like she would see you on the ground melting, and then try and just keep a calm face to keep people from looking over at you and noticing that you're melting into the floor.
Is she like trying to step in front of
Let me.
Well, she's at the entrance to the bus, and she's like, "Okay, people, everyone over here. I gotta
Right.
do a head count."
distraction?
I'm gonna sprinkle some flavor on this. I'm passed out, but I'm very weakly conscious. I'm like, Bishop.
And that's when Mr. Gypsum comes over. He goes, "Ah, what happened here?"
Headphone pulled away from the ear. What the?
He kind of like moves the puddle with his foot. Like, what is this stuff?
Mr. Jepson, that is very rude.
Do you know what this stuff is?
Of course I do.
So it looks like someone had a lot of gum.
That's an art project. Get away from it.
Oh,
Part of the museum. Did you not see all the
Jesus,
sculptures
Joseph.
in there? It burned in the fire explosion.
of course I knew that. As
Do you know how hard work went
as he
into that
kind of
puddle?
like he puts his arms behind his back and starts walking to the bus.
This
You're in
wax
charge of these things,
statue
and you
is
don't know
melting.
anything about the fire explosion. Jesus, Joseph.
I know all about it. I was testing you all, okay?
This wax statue is melting.
This poor wax
And you're
statue
so
is melting.
disrespectful to just nudge it with your foot like you didn't know that was Palin.
All right, get on the bus, everybody. Enough of this.
So I think Mary is going to write a little note on her clipboard, tear off the piece, and then throw it onto the puddle so that you know to meet at the hideout after you regain consciousness.
From the fire explosion?
From the
Melted
fire
wax
explosion, yeah.
Okay.
The image I have is of Aster is like sort of lingering behind, cool kiddishly as you do, and realizing that both of you are leaving and they are being left with Space Baby.
You got this, right? Good? Okay, cool. I'll take care of Jepson.
I have to go. I was the company guy. Great.
Whoa, okay, you.
You're
There's a
on
lot
first
of
day
stuff we
duty.
gotta unpack with you.
There is.
You go,
I
you
get
go,
to-
Grandma, you do you, it's fine.
Yeah.
You're on babysitting duty.
I don't
You gotta go sit on the space baby. I'm sitting.
I'm not sitting on a... Aster is calling up Simon.
Ring, 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 ring.
I know you're cool enough to skip class for me. Come on.
Hey,
Oh, there you are.
what's going on, dude?
So you're all into the hero stuff, right?
Like you're not. Okay.
I have a cooler entry point.
Hey, I'm still in class. Can you be quiet? Hurry up. What's up?
So dead? Question mark. Goo guy. Don't know what to do. I figure out.
Dead? What?
Melt.
Dead?
I don't know. Just like be at the hideout soon, okay? Or when
Are you guys not coming back to school?
They are. They left me with goop on the ground. That was a guy, lady, person.
I guess just like, get some paper towels?
Oh God, I don't want to touch this stuff.
Do you happen to have a fish tank on you?
There's
like a nice big container. Yeah, across the store is Pete's Pet Supplies. And new location.
Whatever. Do your class. See ya.
Alright, go ahead and go pick up Augustus Goop.
We get like a couple shots of Aster looking between Space Baby. Like, I don't think you're fully a liquid. I think you are. Yes. Can we get your description of what Space Baby looks like right now?
Pretty much a gummy bear type consistency that's just a little mushy and starting to spread out a little bit.
Flubber.
Flubber.
Oh, flubbery.
A melted gummy bear.
Oh.
Oh
Yeah,
my
we
gosh.
get a couple shots of Aster going back and forth between the pet supply and getting like large plastic bags.
I just imagine.
Like the feed plastic bags that you could like weigh out your feed in.
We're at a museum. Maybe you can steal a vase or a vase.
If they aren't shattered.
I would like to do that actually, but I have to carry
The
it
museum
by.
is also taped and cordoned off
The
currently.
museum is also taped and cordoned off.
the emergency exit in the back is still open if I'm aware.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you really want to go back in?
No, Aster is sort of like holding on to the fact that they will hopefully look artsy enough to excuse having a weird art project they're carrying with them somewhere.
Many small bags that could only fit about 2 pounds of him.
It's a lot of work. It would be easier with more hands. But I understand the circumstances, and Simon's in class, walking away to the secret base.
Okay. You go to the secret base. Is everyone else going to the secret base after
I had-
getting back to school from the bus?
Yeah, I just wanted to say she was gonna ask Granny Shaw if she had any more of the chocolate chip cookies.
As being the last one in, Granny Shaw is already sitting in the front seat where you know her to be sitting, and you kind of lean over and give her a little.
Hey, Miss Shaw, do you have any more of those chocolate chip cookies? I didn't pack a lunch this morning.
Here you are, dear. I brought just a few for an occasion like this.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I just want this woman to be known as the grandma who always has cookies in her pocket.
Those are some enduring cookies. They went all the way through the fight and didn't even break.
I know, right?
I don't know what kind of shellac she's using.
Mm.
It's because she uses molasses.
It's
It's
the
a
molasses.
secret
It's the
recipe.
molasses.
Tradition. Ever since the Great Molasses
All right, you guys get back to school. Mary Black and Gail, you arrive at school to see Simon peeking his head out from behind the bush. He's like, "Hey, guys,
Simon,
I got a text. We're going.
go ahead.
I got a call from Aster. Are we going to the base?
Yeah.
Let's ditch this place."
Yeah.
Fond of that guy?
Yeah, from behind a bush. Like the bush itself is talking.
Yeah, no.
What are you talking about? He is the bush.
He is the bush.
Good God, he's a chameleon. Of course he is.
I'm gonna walk up to Mr. Gypsum and kind of pull a guilt-tripping move, saying, I don't feel very well. I think I have oxygen deprivation from all the smoke in the museum. Is it okay if I just go home?
Everybody's going home. What are you talking about, Miss Mary Black? Get out of here.
Yeah, I was nearly crushed by a giant steel beam.
Just go home. And Mr. Gypsum immediately gets in his vehicle and drives away.
I think back at the base, what Aster has done is Aster has put Space Baby in one of the rooms and has skulked off to sulk somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. Space Baby, have you made your room at the hideout yet? You had that few weeks off, and Mary Black offered you a room there.
Yeah, but I've just been sleeping at the Coliseum.
Okay.
But there probably is a room for Space Baby that I could be in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was just wondering if you had designed it your own way. Oh, no. Okay, not yet.
It's kind of a forceful dumping regardless. I don't even know if Aster looks at which door they open.
Do you think
if
that
it is an empty
Space
enough
Baby...
room, Space Baby's getting tossed in there.
Do you think that Space Baby would still be unconscious by the time that everyone else arrived at the hideout?
So, I mean, nobody's actually checked on Space Baby yet. Space Baby's feeling a little bit hurt about that.
Yeah, no one has offered a comfort or support someone.
Or even checking my pulse, or like try to wake me up.
Well, that's what I was going to do when I came in.
I had a guy kick me with a shoe. I guess that was comforting.
I fell, okay?
You did carry me back.
I did carry
You
you
did
back.
carry me back. In bags.
Aster is sulking. Aster is still ears pinned back, like fluffed up with it.
I am going to walk down the hall until I find you. Aster, you brought Space Baby back with you, didn't you?
Oh, I might have forgotten to do that. Yeah, he's in one of the rooms.
Do you remember which one?
One of them.
Fair enough. I'm going to go look for him. I'm going to check each room individually until I find him.
He's like in the room. She's like in the room just across the hall.
I did not check that room first. I did not think you were that.
Aster like listens to the doors open and closed and gets more like a little peeved about it.
Yeah.
I finally find the room you're in. Sorry, you were saying something. My apologies.
As you are checking rooms, Simon walks into the base. He walks straight up to the computer and plays his mix that he's already loaded into everything. And it starts playing anime intros.
So, when I swing open the door, is he still in bags?
What it is Aster has like covered every side of you in bags to try and keep you together. So you are kind of a little cocooned in them.
Mummified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't try to wait, like any part of you sticking out, they would have stuck a bag on. They don't want pieces of you falling off. Aster, like, set you on the ground and just sort of stared and glowered for a bit and then walked off.
So I am still baggeted?
Still
You are
baggeted
still baggeted.
on the floor.
On the
So-
floor. Not the bed.
On the floor.
Do you want to? I don't care.
On the floor.
Well, I'm going to see this. I'm going to be like, and I'm going to walk into the laboratory. I'm going to grab one of the terrariums that my mother normally put poisonous frogs in. I'm going to set the empty terrarium on the floor. First of all, peel off all the bags. Make sure you're not flowing everywhere. And then I'm going to slowly scoop you into the terrarium for you to rest. And then I am going to pull out a fresh change of clothes for your female appearance and set them next to the tank. And I'll be like, "You're okay, Space Baby," as I slowly pet the goop.
Please roll a comfort or support someone.
Also, I want to clarify, you put me in a terrarium that has poison frogs in it?
No, it was an
Used to
empty
have.
terrarium.
Used to have.
Used to have.
So still got all the decorations and everything?
No, it's just an empty glass tank.
Okay. I guess here's what I'm asking. Was the tape cleaned out after everything was removed?
Oh, yeah. That is a 10.
Postman died?
Yes, just 10.
Okay. So, Miss Mary Black, are you clearing a condition, marking potential, or
I'm
shifting
gonna-
the labels?
I'm going to clear a condition.
What condition are you clearing? They've got all of them.
Afraid.
Okay. Space Baby, remove the afraid condition, as you are less afraid now that you are safe in your tank.
So, I want to clarify this. When I passed out and woke back up, I would still have the conditions?
Yes.
I don't think I'm fitting at an even level in the tank. There's probably elbows hanging out,
Just chilling.
foot. Probably not much of me fits in the. You said like a 20-gallon, right?
20-gallon about 50.
Yeah, about that wide.
If I kind of like folded
Got
your
some
knees,
20-gallon tanks in the garage if we really need a visual reference.
I like folded your knees up and like put your body in, so it's like you're like this, like in a tub.
Yeah, both my arms and legs are gonna be sticking out of that puppy, and my torso's kind of folded in on itself a little bit.
It's mostly just to keep
it
as
has that
most.
bread feel. How dough when you put it in something and it has just a little too much. You're a
It
little
was
doughy.
mostly to make sure that most of you stayed in the tank. I knew all of you wasn't gonna fit in it, but it was the biggest tank that we had, and I just
was a
wanted.
bed right
Can we
there.
stop worrying about the damn tank and just fucking continue the story?
The sheets are fine linen, 500 count thread.
You'll get stuck in between the threads.
Just walk around with the sheet stuck to my back. Anyway, so yeah, let's go ahead and wake this puppy. So when you are comforting Space Baby in the tank,
You come to. Not in a bad way. Not in a gross way.
anyway,
Keep thinking about it.
Space Baby goes, oh, Mary Block,
Good morning.
why am I in an aquarium?
Well, I didn't want you to lose any of your pieces, and you passed out, and were kind of melting, and you were put into bags. I didn't want you to lose anything, so I put you into something that would be able to better catch your physical body.
Someone wrapped me in a bag,
It was so we could transport you. You don't really have any good
but not
handholds.
multiple bags, right?
Well, no, they were all pieced together to make one big bag.
Did you cut me apart?
No, I didn't touch you.
Pile of plastic bags in like a corner of the room.
Right behind Mary Black, where Space Baby can see him.
I didn't put you in the bag, Space Baby. I put you in the terrarium after I got here.
And the bed was right there.
I know, but those are fine quality sheets.
Not even a blanket on the floor. You stick me in a fish tank.
Would you rather get stuck in between the sheets or have all of your body compressed into one little area where you didn't lose any pieces?
I would rather be treated with respect and dignity, and not treated like a poison frog.
I didn't treat you like a poison frog. This was just so I could contain your body mass if it melted further.
Well, I just know that everybody probably did their best to save me and resurrect me and make sure I was okay and didn't just leave on a school bus immediately after. So I guess I should say thank you.
I'm going to be honest with you, Space Baby. I'm going to be incredibly honest with you.
Yes.
In order to not raise suspicion, me and Gail got back on the school bus and left Aster, the incredibly kind and considerate Aster, to bring you back to the hideout. As Aster's across the hall making funny faces at you from behind my back.
Aster's like sitting on their bed, back to the door, bristled with their headphones on and like bobbing their head to
Rocking out.
to Seven Nation Army over there.
We didn't want you to get exposed for your power, so we kind of made it seem like you were a wax sculptor that melted, because we didn't want you to get arrested.
Why are there shoe prints on my stomach?
That is something you can take up with Gypsum.
But Mr. Gypsum, what
He didn't know what you were when you passed out, and he thought you were just a puddle on the floor. And he may have nudged you with his shoe, and he got backlash for it. Both me and Gail defended you, saying that was rude.
Me.
Huh?
You just let somebody put their feet on me?
No, absolutely not. We got mad.
But it happened.
It did happen, but we were not.
Okay, Space Baby, I'm a little overwhelmed. I'm a little overwhelmed. I need a minute, okay?
Okay.
Can you please roll on your white lie move? Because that was definitely a white lie. And this is definitely in relation to a comfort or support someone, so.
Can I get a team for this or no?
Nope. There is no team around.
That is a 6.
You are technically. Do you want to be believable?
I can.
Or do you
I
want to
can
be
team
goal?
this. Do you want me to team this?
I would love it if you could.
I am probably really addle-brained right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
I mean,
I probably might be a little bit gullible.
Yeah, I would accept that. You're just a little extra gullible to help it. Also, one other thing that I feel like I forget to mention sometimes, if you have influence over someone, you also get +1s on all rolls that are relation to them.
Oh, cool.
Do I have influence? I don't think I do.
No.
Okay, so don't worry about that. But
good to
that is good to know.
Yes.
For any roll you have influence over someone, it's automatically a +1, no matter what.
Okay.
Continue.
Well, did you want a team?
I just
For
did. You got teamed.
You got 2.
Okay, so that's a 7.
7. So half success. Let me read your thing.
It doesn't give me an option for the 7 or 9.
Yeah. So it's the same thing as comfort or support someone. You're just rolling plus savior instead of plus mundane. So, whatever your roll is plus savior, and then we'll count that as another comfort or support someone.
It is a +2.
So
9.
9.
So, same thing as before. You can clear another condition, mark a potential, or shift labels as you feel is necessary, as you believe her in this.
I'm going to take away another condition, and I am going to take away the hopeless condition.
As you have a little bit more hope
In humanity.
in your friends.
I don't want your influence unless I earn it.
Or earn it.
So I believe you in this case?
Yes.
Yes.
So I need a minute. I just need a minute to myself. I gotta collect my feelings. Thank you for yelling at the man who put his foot on me,
Of course.
I guess.
Take all the
Totally
time that
did
you
that. I believe you. Absolutely believe you.
Take all the time that you need whenever you're ready. I don't know where your other clothes went, but I have a spare change of clothes for you. Feel free to take them and keep them.
I just need to be myself right now. I'm just gonna be me.
Okay, whenever you're ready, they're there for you. And then she slowly steps out of the room and closes it behind her.
Cool. I'm totally gonna walk around this place naked now, y'all.
Absolutely.
I think that's all I'm doing right now.
Does anyone else have any other scenes in the hideout? And have a lot of new information that you can talk about.
So, Simon, we're gonna have to talk about costume. The one you designed, it's amazing, but it's not gonna work out.
Listen, that wasn't my best work. I didn't really know what you were working with. But
Yeah.
when he says but, he turns around and you see that he has been watching security footage of your guys' fight. That he has captured before other people could.
I think this is about the
And he
time that
looks ar-
Mary would come out and look at it.
We always know.
And he turns around and looks at your flaming wings and he says, "You see, that is what the fuck I'm talking about, man. This is cool as shit. I think we have a great design.
Yeah?
I think we have something good."
Yeah, I think we might have something good too.
Oh,
So-
Simon, did you get the security footage?
Oh yeah, I captured that before anyone else could. Because that's just the kind of guy in the chair I am.
Do you have any security footage of the back corner room?
Let me see. Click, 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 clack, click, 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 clack, click, click, clack. Can someone give me some dice? Let's do this off a roll.
Those are my Aster dice, so don't fuck it up,
7.
Simon.
That is a 7.
That is a mixed success. No, there wasn't any cameras in that area, but there is one camera that faces towards the bead doors. And that camera captured just a hint. And he kind of like pulls out one single frame of it. And this one frame is Aster limply falling forward, but standing right behind him, and you can see it pretty clearly, is a still image of one of the masks and the dude holding the baton. All black, same description from earlier.
So, can you blow that image up?
I mean, the resolution's gonna get shitty as I do, but technically,
There's-
that whole
there's-
enhanced thing, that's fake. That's bullshit. That doesn't happen. That's not how it works.
No, there's a unblurring component on the computer.
Honey, no, there's not. I've checked.
Did you? Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah. I checked.
I'm just thinking that if we got a little bit closer, we could get a more finer detail of what we're looking at.
This is as good as you're gonna get. Those security cameras, they're like 80 years old at this point. They're trash.
Is there anything on the outside of the building by the emergency exit door?
Not that I saw.
Okay.
I'm pretty thorough, and you got a mixed success.
Okay, so we're looking for masked figures. What kind of mask is that?
I mean, you're looking at it as much as I am. It looks like it's some kind of like plasticky, rubbery feel.
I mean,
it
like,
looks more plasticky than rubbery.
design.
It looks like a really big, happy smile, like disgustingly happy, like way too happy. Like the smile just kind of stretches uncomfortably around the face.
Simon, I'm gonna need you to do some research on that.
Oh.
See where those see if those masks.
As he pulls up his like 60 Google tabs that are already opened. Oh, I've already got you covered here.
How many of those
Is it a handmade mask or is it?
Excuse me, those are DuckDuckGo searches.
Okay, yeah.
Are they
DuckDuckGo, man.
are they handmade or are they purchasable?
Running Linux.
Oh, he's
100%.
running Linux.
More dice, please. An 8. Still
Can I
another
also
half
help
success.
as Mary is helping? Can I put a team on?
I don't know if I want to allow you guys to add team to
an NPC?
to NPC roles.
That's fair.
Just because I really like the concept of if I'm rolling a roll, it's fully luck based.
Yeah.
100%.
Because there is no pluses or minuses that I'm adding. It's fully luck based when I'm doing a roll.
Okie dokie.
And you guys know my luck.
Oh, Aster, for the record, is fully like just. I think they're going to continue sulking in their room for just a bit. If anyone wants to
As you
move on
hear
that,
like
that's-
way too loud music coming out of that room.
Little bit.
Hey, it's his.
The door might have been
it's their room.
Actually, yeah, the door has full on been slammed behind them at one point because we realized they might have been a bit too subtle with it. So
You
they went
slam the door and then the hinge broke a little bit, so now it just kind of swings open as the doorknob gets stuck.
Can you help me visualize the layout of this room? Like, when they're looking at the monitor, is it with their backs to the hall that the room's on, or the room's
It is
all
to
off
the
one hall?
it is to the back of the elevator, which is on the back wall, and then you have two different offshoots. One is to the lab and one is to the bedroom. So you have elevator, monitor screens, lab, bedrooms.
Are the monitor screens, is that station close enough to the two side shots that you would see something out of the corner of your eye?
So it's kind of like a curved monitor. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. You go ahead and make that up.
I was about to say, I would like to add information as well.
Sorry. Go ahead. You are the
Whatever
DM.
you need it to
Yes,
be to
and.
make the thing you're imagining work, buddy.
Yes, and.
Yes, and just make it work in your imagination, and that's how it acts. And as if information has not been clarified, you are welcome to clarify things.
Okay, cool.
Just remember, this game, you have junior DM privileges. As long as you're not too fucking crazy, as long as I don't veto it, you're good.
Well, I was gonna say it's a curved monitor, so it kind of fits for what he was doing,
Oh, yeah.
like
I like both of those. Okay.
like a string of monitors.
Aster, you may or may not notice something really thin and blue coming in under the door.
Under the door?
Ooh.
Just kind of. I don't think Aster does. I think Aster is like purposefully
Back to the
pushing himself away into the music.
Okay.
You gotta make yourself more notable.
I'm going to creep under the bed, and, like, in front of you, I'm going to start to humanoid up.
Oh, for the love of God! Like, loud from the other room. For the love of God! We get a shot of Aster, like they have been sitting on their bed. We get them, like, stumbling back and almost getting caught on their headphone wire as they drip back onto the ground and fully puffed up. The wing arm is, like, full threat display going on over here. They are bristled. They are not happy about it. There are teeth on display.
Okay, so... Hello, Space Baby. Oh, I'm Space Baby. Am
What?
Are you Aster?
What goddamn game are you playing right now?
I'm confused. I wanted to find Aster. Are you Aster? And I start to morph my body, and my arm is slowly becoming a wing, but like opposite.
What
What
are you
is
doing?
this for?
The fuck are you doing?
You are Aster. Aster has the wing.
What do you want?
Arm turning normal. Miss Mary Black said that you carried me here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So fucking okay?
I appreciate it. I will remember your kindness.
Shit are you doing in my room for?
And I start to shrink back down to a puddle,
Get away from my feet!
and I go back out under the door, and I go into the main room, and I'm going to probably try to look innocuous, maybe take the shape of something, and want to eavesdrop so I can hear what y'all talk about.
What does Aster do? as you are left in that room alone with that very weird situation.
It's not good. I do think they have to, like, take a hot second and catch their breath. They might be taking a condition. They might be afraid. They're
I like
already
that.
definitely angry.
I like the afraid condition.
Yeah, no, because it's... The thing of it is they were already overwhelmed. And now the sort of, I'm going to go sulk in my lair has been thwarted immediately. That closed door was not able to stop them, and frankly, it didn't even make them wait. There wasn't any door opening sound, there wasn't any, hey, are you okay? There wasn't anything like that. Just suddenly, this space was Space Baby. And immediately they're confronted by the object of their, like, rage and irritation of the past hour. And suddenly, they're, like, bigger than them, like, looming over them, imitating a piece of their form that feels very unique and integral to them. They don't know what to do with it. They don't know what to do with it. They don't know what to do with being alone after it, no one coming. They don't know what to do.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, I think
Your safe place now has a question mark after the word.
I think it's crossed out by now. I think Aster has to take, like, a good few moments to cool down. Might be trying to, like, they're torn between trying to stuff something under the gap in the door or not. Part of them just wants to climb out the window. They don't even know how there's a window in an underground base.
There's not a window.
There's probably a vent. Damn it! It's a lot of that. They're just standing there, lost.
I think hearing the yelling, I will go knock gently and be like, hey, is everything okay?
As Space Baby is, a vase next to the door?
As you're coming down the hall, you hear yelling.
Mm-hmm.
You see me walking out, a little bit taller.
Are you opening the door to walk out, or do you goop under it again?
I goop under it.
What form are you in?
Genuine Space Baby. As I passed you, I'm going to say, thank you for yelling at the man with shoes.
You're welcome.
And I just keep walking.
Approach door.
Yeah. After that, I gently knock on the door and I'm like, is
Get the
everything
fuck
all right?
away!
Okay. I was just checking to see if everything was all right. Still behind the shut door.
No, what? God damn it. Okay, wait. That's... If it's fucking Space Baby when I open this goddamn door, Gale, I swear to God.
It's me. What happened?
Why don't you ask them? No. God damn it. Aster opens the door. They are very... Bedraggled isn't the word, but they are bristled. They are puffed up and distraught in a way you don't normally see them. And certainly that they try to hide the vast majority of the time it happens. And they're just staring into Gale, dead on.
Mm-hmm. And in giving you the same courtesy that you've always given me anytime you've knocked the door, not entering until you usher me into the room. I'm like, is everything all right? Do you need someone to talk to, or do you just want to be left alone right now? Because either way, I
don't think I fucking get a choice even if I do. Come in. Come on. They'll, like, reach over and slam the door behind you just for the little bit of control it still gives them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they sit. I think they're standing, sort of arm crossed over their body, sort of defensive positioning.
But are you okay? I know stuff happened at the museum today. Is everything alright?
I don't give a shit about the museum right now, Aster says, lying. What, did you not hear me?
I heard enough to want to come and check if you're okay. I didn't really hear what was said.
And Aster hesitates, because Aster is very much looking at you and trying to make absolutely sure that you're telling the truth. Because they could not stand to bare their throat to you in this way without it being necessary, without knowing they can trust you. Mm-hmm. And the influence is lost. There are very much hurt feelings there, but they do. For right now, they will trust you with them. Look, I was in here listening to my music, and a fucking space baby come and crawled up under my door, all fucking weird with it, and went under my bed, I think, and went up the wall, and was like looming over me and shit, and being all cryptic, like, just being fucking weird.
They seem different walking down the hallway. I mean,
You saw them?
they slinked out and...
God, I need to get waterproof something on there.
I mean, if it helps, we can find some sort of, like, sealant for the bottom.
Would this be like a Pierce the Mask, actually?
I think it would be more of a comfort or support someone.
That's very, very fair.
A Pierce the Mask is more you're asking them questions on what their plans are.
Right, okay.
Whereas a comfort or support someone is more of a comforting or supporting.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, if you want to roll on a comfort or support someone, that's probably a good timing.
Ooh, plus mundane. That's going to be an 11.
Nice.
So we get added team, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And then...
Well, you can add a team to the pool or clear one of your own conditions.
Okay, so I'm going to clear my own condition, the one that I have, being angry, and I'm going to clear your angry as well.
Do you get to choose, or do I?
Yes. They get to choose.
Alright. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I will continue then, because hell knows they have to get it out of them.
If you want to head out to anywhere to try to get stuff to help in here, I'm happy to go along with you if you just need somebody to be with you at this moment.
I don't fucking need anybody. It's just... You just can't just do shit like that. Didn't expect him to be there, and it scared me.
I mean, it seems like they don't really know that much that's going on. I mean, do you remember, like, kind of the first time we met him, how they didn't really know
Yeah, he was some funny little, what, germ, what the guys call him? But,
Yeah.
and germs can't do that.
Yeah, but what if they don't really know what's going on? And, like, what if this is just personal opinion that you don't have to agree with? What if they haven't been taught common courtesies, like knocking?
I don't give a shit, Gail.
I know, but it's something that maybe we could, over time, teach to have them respect more personal boundaries, and especially if they're going to end up spending a lot of time in this hideout. If we're going to share space with someone, we might help them learn common courtesies.
Yeah, you've got that hero shtick, I know you do. Or at least your family does.
I just try to help where I can.
Yeah, you do. God, how... Gives me goddamn creeps. It's like finding a tick on you. The door wasn't even open. You're hearing my bullshit. What's yours?
I don't really know what's going on. I've just now found out that stuff is going on with me that I don't understand, and I'm just as confused as everybody else. Everybody's telling me that now I have a choice to be someone who I'm not, and I don't know. I mean, I've got Simon basically praising me for my abilities out there. And then I've got, right after the whole thing, I had my granny tell me that this is something that I could do, and I don't know what's going on.
Positioning wise, would you say Gail's like standing? Would you say she's like sitting on the bed?
I'd say she's sitting on the bed.
Alright, I think it's about now that Aster's like, they're cooled down a little bit, they're gonna like come sit next to her. Try and be a supportive figure, even if that's by no means their expertise. Simon's an idiot. I love him, but you ain't gotta do the shit he says.
Yeah.
Look. I don't have a goddamn clue as far as the wings of yours go. I don't know if anyone does, honestly. But even if you turned into one of those, whatever, revival birds, it doesn't mean anybody could demand anything of you. Gail, I know you're... I'm not saying you have to break laws with me. But I am saying that you ain't always got to do what everybody tells you, you know?
Yeah.
I got your back, don't I? And like a thump of their like wing shoulder against your back. It's softer than they generally do it, though. I don't want people taking advantage of you and shit. Hell knows. That's for me to do.
Yeah. Do you want to go find something to screw into your door to make it?
Yeah, I'd love to screw up something.
Gail,
But,
this is around the time that you get a text from your grandmother saying that she needs you home pretty soon. She needs to talk to you about something.
I'll be able to go with you to the store, but I won't be able to return back here with you.
Huh?
I
No, hey, what's up?
Granny's texting me that she's wanting to talk about something.
Well, shit. And they do, like, sort of visibly wilt at the...
I'll be able to help you find the stuff, but I won't be able to come back here and help you fix it up.
Nah, don't even matter. You want backup?
I should be good. It's my grandmother. Everything will be fine.
Alright, but if you need a getaway story, huh?
Alright.
Got my merch.
I'll send you a message if I need a story.
Yeah, I'll throw some through a window. It'll be great.
Alright.
All right. So you leave the base and go home?
Yes, I leave the base and go home.
As you're walking through the main area, you overhear Mary Black and Simon are having a conversation, and I assume Space Baby is listening from under the table, you said?
Actually, no, I'm just standing behind them, like way behind them. Probably like tucked in a corner next to a machine.
So Miss Mary Black is rolling a little testy test to see what her mother's database might hold. Oh, ho, ho, ho,
Plus
ho.
a what? Plus danger?
Plus danger.
Okay, that is an 11.
11. Ooh.
Oh, you even got your home videos on there.
Let me see.
I didn't mean
Yeah, there's a bunch. You pull up an old file that was supposed to have been deleted, and it just has a bunch of old baby pictures and
I
then
love
some
that.
random stuff.
There's like 3 of just a plant. No clarity as to why or what the purpose
Leaving them
was.
on one's works.
It does work. Oh my god.
Oh
my god.
Okay, looking up, you get some interesting information. You push Simon aside, and he's like, "Whoa, dude, what the hell?"
Push him out of the rolling
And
chair.
then, yeah, you push him out of the rolling. You push him out of the rolling chair. You plop down. You start typing away at the clack, 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 clack.
Cross-referencing images to...
Well, what you do is you find your mother's database of mask makers that make masks in illegal ways, like masks for specifically villains. Like
Big
they
fan
make
of those
villain
guys.
costumes. That's what you find.
You
You
the
find
mode of villains.
you find 3 suppliers of villain costumes. I had names for these. I was thinking.
You've got this, I believe in you.
Did you write them down anywhere?
No, I did not. Absolutely, I didn't.
I love
I
the
know.
idea of one being Mirage.
Okay. And
And not mode.
Edna mode.
I think one was like Polly's plastic faces and
Mel's malicious mask.
love it. So there's a Melf's malicious masks. There's a Polly's plastic faces.
Is there a Smile Co?
Oh, that
The
is.
division.
Adam Co. Smile Division.
Actually, just Adam.
It's just yes. The last one is just Adam Co. Yeah.
Sells toys and masks.
So you get 3 costume makers that make costumes specifically for villains. They also have business fronts, guys. They have shop fronts where they do legal business, but they also will sell under the table to villains and heroes alike. Hey, they don't discriminate. They're just looking for money. Yeah. What do you do when you peek up this list of villain suppliers?
Do I have...
They come with addresses.
They come with addresses, but do they come with any data other than the names and the addresses?
Like samples of their work that might be smelling
yeah,
nice.
samples.
That's all you find. You can look up their like website fronts, and they offer all sorts. Each and every single one of them offers all sorts of different styles and varieties.
Does this mean Adam Co. has an evil mouse department?
I'm starting to think yes.
Is there a website for each of these costumes? Each of these.
Yes, there is
figures?
a website for each and every single
It's hard
one
to
of
get
these
into
mask
Adam Co.
makers.
So for each of these companies, I am going to pull up a separate web page, and alongside with the still shot of the mask, and I'm going to go through
Start cross-referencing.
and cross-referencing to see if it is a custom-made mask or if it is an bulk order.
See if maybe one company seems to use that same material a lot more than others.
I don't know if I can get the material.
So
But-
Looks like it.
the information that you find, because you rolled oh so well, you find that Polly's Plastic Faces sells that type of mask, as well as Adam Co. And they both sell a very similar type. Neither of them are the exact same, but neither were theirs. They were all different shapes of faces, just with that same grotesque smile. Both of these places both sell a mask with a grotesque smile, but they're different shapes.
I'm going to call out over my shoulder. Aster, I need you to come here and tell me if anything on the screen looks familiar or similar, at least a little bit, to the masks of the people who took the scepter. I'm trying to cross-reference to see if I can narrow it down a little.
Oh, now you're talking to me, huh? You need me for something?
Aster, please, I'm not trying to be like that. I'm just trying to get some more information.
Don't give a shit what you're trying to be like. Hold on. Aster is going to take their sweet time. But they do get up, mosey on down the hallway, and into the lab. Is Space Baby visible?
No. Not from where you are. You probably walk right by him and go up to Mary Black.
Scary.
Yeah, I like that visual.
Yeah, just hiding around the corner.
They're not hiding, but standing menacingly in the corner. Blair Witching it.
You're menacingly.
They're witching it.
There's like a
Am I facing the corner in this?
I don't know. I just think it's a funny visual.
Yeah.
So, Aster's like skulking past them and into the lab like bristled. Simon gets a look too. Simon didn't answer either. They sort of bristle up, wings still puffed out, shoulders squared, like, what do you want me for? Arms crossed. Not as playful as they usually are.
I just want to say, as you look at Simon pointedly, he looks back at you with like crumbs all over his face as he was eating stuff, and he has like headphones on.
Completely oblivious.
Completely oblivious to anything that's been happening around him.
Okay, Fate's Journey. We see, like, anger and upset, and then shock.
And like he looks at you with the most innocent face, with his eyes just kind of going everywhere.
Rango.
Yeah. Ears go fully flat, and they are a little more alone in the world. They are reminded of the ways they are alone in the world.
Hey, bud. I think that might constitute a little bit of a shift in labels. I'm thinking maybe a superior down and a freak up. Or a mundane down and a freak up. Either or kind of works.
May I ask, who is seeing them as freak?
You are seeing you as freak, in the sense that you feel more alone than you normally do.
Right,
Like
right.
outcast.
Yeah.
You feel like an outcast.
Or
I was speaking
outmasked.
I was speaking to the way that, that was the other title I was trying to think of. But no, I was speaking to the way that they have realized, oh, even with the best of intentions, if I call for help, I might not necessarily get it.
Yeah.
Because the
but-
headphones couldn't hear you.
Yeah. Yeah, I will rock and roll.
We need a Simon button, like the I've fallen and I can't get up bracelet.
That was easy.
I have that. You
Oh, wake up,
call
dude.
them. Yeah, like that.
Like we click to talk. Sure.
Yeah, it only says, oh, what's up, dude?
Don't know if it's him or recording. Just have to hope.
Your character's feet are paws, right? Or are they just normal shoes?
I've decided they're paws for me. My one might be a talon. They do have a lion tail, though.
Okay. So, I don't know if Mary Black can hear you, but you did say, what do you need me for?
They do stomp.
Okay. So, she's gonna turn her head slightly over her shoulder and say, come here, I need you. I really need you for this. You're the only one that can help me with this.
Yeah, they're stomping back over. And they come, I think, around on the other side of you to Simon.
Okay. These masks, they're sold by 2 different companies, and they look a little similar.
Is that fucking Adam Co.?
That is Adam Co., yes. They have a storefront, and then they have an underground business selling costumes to villains.
Huh?
I will get into that later.
Interest immediately.
It was extremely hard to get to that website because it kept bringing you to the homepage of Adamco.
It did. You kind of have to go down to little copyright things and click on the very bottom right.
It's hard to find the 3 dots, man. It's so hard to find it sometimes.
You have to like scroll down to the very bottom where they have that legal jargon at the bottom, and then click on the very bottom right corner.
Like one of the periods.
It's like a small
No,
square.
it's a you gotta press F12 and go to the source code, and then you gotta find the hidden link. There's a whole
A whole bunch.
You gotta put the
Shenanigans.
password
I should have done that
in
Simon
right
voice.
twice, and then the third time it'll actually let you.
Yeah, we live in a beautiful world.
So these are 2 different companies that sell the exact same masks, well, slightly different. You were the only one that saw the masked figures, so I need to know if either of these look more like the one that you saw. Which one seems more like it?
Can you please
know they're
roll
very
a
scary.
pierce the mask? Because I feel like that's oddly fitting
That's
for this situation,
beautiful.
right?
That's beautiful. That's like a
You set
good
that
pun
up
to the
on
point.
No,
I feel like I have to respect
no,
you.
that just worked really well.
It does.
I just looked down and like, huh. So, we can add a question.
Can I help with that since we do have a picture of the actual mask?
Yeah, you can like pull it over on
I can
another
pull it a
monitor.
little bit closer and like make the actual screen wider. It won't like zoom in, but it'll make the mask a little bit bigger.
What's your mundane?
My mundane is 0. So that's a 10 total with 1 team added.
Cool. So, you get to ask 3. And I will, of course, let you come up with kind of your own questions in a way, because this situation doesn't exactly fit the normal mold of this question. But, ask 3 questions. And I will answer them to my best of my ability with the information that you have present.
Well, are either of them an exact match to one of the masks not pictured in the photo?
Neither is an exact perfect match, meaning it was probably at least somewhat specially made.
Is the way they go on the same? Like, just the physical structure of the mask? How it would fit in with the rest of the costume? Aster's trying to picture both, and specifically, like, the framing around the neck and head, and how that would meet up against the rest of the cloak.
Yeah. The mask on Pete's plastic faces?
I thought it was Polly.
Polly. I don't
Polly's-
fucking remember.
Polly's.
I'm improving these names.
It was Polly.
Okay. The masks on Polly's plastic faces, they only go about mid-head.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of it is empty. The mask and Adam Co's, now those are a little bit more complete replications of a face, with hair included. The masks you saw, they had hoods. Like those skin tight, morph suit hoods.
Yeah.
But a hood. But you're pretty sure that they went all the way down. No, you don't know. You really couldn't see that very well. It really did kind of just look like a plastic face, but hey.
It felt like the shape of it. Silhouette at some angles. My third
You were
question.
in a very dark room.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I had that. There's a cool lava lamp in the corner, you see?
Yeah, the big tiki statue had lights in it.
Mickey statue had lights in it. My third and final question. What additional information is given on either page? Is there a little synopsis blurb? Are there colors available? Is there materials listed?
Okay.
Is there a spot to commission?
Is there a spot for extra notes?
On the website, on Polly's Plastic Faces, you find a link for commissionable masks. On Adam Co's website, it looks a little bit like Amazon.com and that it has like few options on the bottom. And then it has like the color options as well. None of those color options and none of those options look about the same. And you don't see an option for commissioning. Yeah.
Can we look at the reviews?
You look down at the reviews.
Can we all make a review for either page?
I would love it if we could make a review.
Absolutely, you can make a review. The reviews you're finding are a lot of bots giving it 5-star reviews to just make the item seem better than it actually is.
They're not bots, okay? They're Adam Co. employees.
They might be Adam Co. employees, which are
Bots.
sentient robots.
Well, even if they're people, that's just what Adam Co.
Yes.
them to be. These meat bots.
These meat robots.
All right, I'm sorry.
And then, other than the ones that are obviously bots, all of them are 3 stars and down.
For both sites?
No, just for Adam Co's. On the other ones, it's all 5-star reviews. Very good service.
Well, yeah, they're doing commission work. I mean, shit. How'd you find these sites?
I
Do you know how long I've been trying to? I one of these guys had a Phantom Thief sale like years back, and I've been looking for him since.
My mother has them in their database. They make her her suit. Mel's Malicious Masks makes my mother's mask. Very form fitting to her face. It was custom made, but
Hell no, she's famous enough.
she did her research on it.
Yeah.
So I looked in her database and I found this.
Link me that, yeah.
Do any of these seem vaguely familiar to you? Like, at all? Even just a hint? Other than the grotesque smiling faces.
I think Adam Co. has the shape of it better, like the construction, but I couldn't actually see shit, so don't take my word for it, okay? I don't know what villain worth their salt's gonna buy something from 3-star over here, but...
You would be surprised.
Oh!
Adam Co. is very persuasive with their product marketing.
Well, also, villains, they can be pretty frugal, you know. A lot of them are in it to get against the system of money.
Especially
Yeah,
especially if they're trying to build a big weaponry, they blow all their budget on that, and then when they go and get a new suit, they're running with leftovers. So.
And also, yeesh, look at Polly's prices.
Yeah, well, look at Polly's results.
Yeah, but 150 for one of these? Come on, man, that's a lot.
That can be customized. It is $79 for the mask, and then it is additional money for the customization.
That's what I mean. We're talking about a custom rate here. That's what
Meanwhile,
I'm saying.
for $15 on Adam Co.
Meanwhile, Simon
Adam codes $15.
Simon is already making his own custom mask for his desk job.
We haven't talked about what Simon's doing.
Have you got anything for yourself, by the way?
What? Have I got anything for myself?
Well, I mean, if we're gonna look so cool.
This sick-ass office chair, are you kidding me? Look at it. I put fires on it and everything. Like, this thing is tricked out to the max.
Oh, shit.
Look at Hatsune Miku on the background.
But what if you got, like...
Oh, you went with the mesmerizer one, huh?
Yeah.
All right, this is where we're going to go to break, guys. Hey, everybody, it's Adam, your mid-roll man with the mid-roll plan. Like I've ever had one of those. All right. So, our next episode's going to come out on the 12th. Woohoo. Fun. And any announcements? Let's see. We're planning on possibly making much shorter episodes, maybe cutting these in half. That might take place in the next few weeks. Not completely sure when that's going to happen. I've got to figure out how to better stop stuff. That's my problem, though, not yours. So don't worry about that, sweethearts. Anyway, remember, please like, subscribe, comment, share. Tell your friends. We spend no money on marketing, and we never will because that shit is expensive. All right, so I will let you all get back to the episode. Goodbye. Okay. Let's start back with a little bit of a going home scene, as you have all TikToked all gosh dang day about these masks, your emotions towards each other.
I do think Aster pulls Simon aside at some point.
As you all are leaving the base, Aster, you pull aside Simon. Hey, what's up, dude?
Hey, I nearly lost you with, You know, it's weird when you're the one in your headphones and it's not me, you know?
You know how it is. I get pushed out of a chair, I lose rights to my
You
music.
got pushed out. Who pushed you out of a chair?
Oh, Miss Mary Black.
Miss Mary...
I didn't push him out of the chair. I moved him out of the way so I could access my mother's database.
Very violently, I might add.
I did not. I
Simon
did not push you.
inserting
violently.
themselves between Simon and Miss Mary. Sort of a defense display. Yeah, okay.
I
Anyway,
didn't
what's up?
push him violently.
What's going on, Aster?
Right. Freaky fucking day, man. Come with me to the dam.
Sure. What's up, dude?
It's just... So you know the crystal. We saw the crystal. Fucking no.
Yeah, I was watching the footage. Amazing idea with the fake, pulling the fake. That was inspiring, truly.
See, that's why you're my guy. Like a hearty pat on the back. Oh, sorry, the wrong hand. But yeah, no. So that damn thing got snapped up by Mama Bear over there. You know, I mean, you saw everything. It was bullshit, right? I should have got that. No, there's...
Should you have?
It was the Phantom Thief's key piece in one of his biggest plans. And it's not like they were keeping it safe before, looks like. If they think it's broken and it's just with me, then what's the problem?
I mean, isn't the cop's job to keep things safe?
Are they good at it? They weren't there.
You might have a point, but, you know, logic kind of dictates that because it was 1 point stolen once, they'll keep a little bit better of an eye on it. That's like a logical outcome, isn't it? Wouldn't that be like a logical force? You know, maybe now it's going to be kept in a safe. Or, like behind a cool security glass?
Yeah, maybe they got a force field this time.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Look, it's... And what, no one gets to see it ever again?
I mean, if a villain is gonna use it in like a really shitty way, then wouldn't it be worse if they had it?
Aster gets like a shitty grin at the word villain. Like, yeah, well, what if one uses it in a fun one, huh? I'm not saying give it to the Buccaneer. I'm saying I wanted that thing. And I fucking toss it off.
I don't know, Aster. Maybe they did the right thing.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I'm just saying, a hero should be there to protect.
Well, what? Protect a little jewel? Huh?
Well, if it's
Gale nearly died. No heroes there.
yeah, you have a point. The knights lately have been less than stellar. I think it's kind of just a bad rap with Cozy and all.
God,
It's
bro,
hard to
don't
be
get
a
me
hero.
started on the cozy BS. You know, one of those guys tried to like intimidate me just the other day. Looked at my fucking wing and figured, oh, there's some bullshit here.
And that sucks. I know I run into that kind of thing sometimes too.
Shouldn't have to
But
deal with any of it.
hey, I don't remember what your grandma says. Who cares about them? And give you a pack of smokes.
Yeah, but if they're... Look, if they're the ones who get to decide this shit, then what are we left with, huh? You know? You see my brother in his fancy little suit? I swear, he'd rub down his horns if they just asked him to. Tear the damn things off.
Yeah, he's kind of an ass about it, isn't he?
He's super an ass about it. Sitting himself in one of those boxes, nice and pretty, because that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah,
That's no way to live.
he's a little crazy about it.
Oh, don't get me started.
But at least he is kind of on the law front to fight for rights, you know?
But like, what?
I mean, he is a lot extra about it. A lot extra.
He's a
about
lot extra about it. I don't know. Fucking Cozy's lobbying and shit. Goodness knows they're gonna have their grubby little hands all over something. They're putting their money there. I mean, I've been hearing that. But no, it sucks. You know? Something like that's special, and I know you're big on it, Simon, but is hero really the only way to be? The only way to use your powers? Do you have to be a hero who coughs up a jewel for the cops the moment they come knocking at your door?
I mean, do you want to be a villain who's just out to hurt people?
I don't think shouldn't hurt people.
That's one out of many. You know. And we honestly don't really know if he did. I mean, nobody really knows much about the Phantom Thief and his whole business. That's the whole point of his thing. I mean, that's his stick. He's a phantom.
It's the...
But what I'm trying to say, Aster, there are a lot of villains out there that are trying to do a lot of bad. And they don't mind hurting people to do the bad. Is that the kind of person you want to be?
I think I'm gonna be whoever I end up being. What people call me is up to them. Whatever. This is stupid. Did I tell you well, whatever. The goop girl snuck into my room?
Aster, I don't think this is a whatever. It's really scary out there, man.
Yeah?
And I don't want to see my friend get hurt. And what Simon is doing right now is he is using his influence over you to attempt to shift your labels in game terms. You fully are allowed to cancel out his influence in your influence section.
I have Mary Contrary.
Is that a move?
Yes, that's
I would love to read that.
Oh, we'll see if I'll actually want to.
Oh, yes, of course. I don't think this counts for that.
Oh, yeah.
Because what he is specifically doing, or what he's trying to force you into specifically doing, is something called rejecting influence. And that is not listed as one of those.
Yeah, okay.
So, in order to reject influence, when you reject someone's influence roll on a hit, you successfully hold yourself and tune them out. On a 10 plus, choose 2. On a 9 to 7, choose 1. You can clear a condition or mark potential by immediately acting to prove them wrong. You can shift one label up and one label down of your choice, and you can cancel their influence and take +1 form against them. Either way, you are rejecting their influence, and they will no longer have influence over you. As the sun sets behind you, and Simon asks you what you really want to be, do you reject his influence?
I don't think that... Sorry, I have to reread it again.
You're good.
But I don't think they know.
He is trying to shift your danger down and your mundane up. Do you accept it?
I don't think he does.
Roll 2. Resist the influence.
Because the thing with Aster is I don't think they know, but I think...
Is that a fucking double sixes?
That is a 6 and a 5.
Ah.
But...
Still, very harsh. Still, you get a...
Actually, hold on. Let me check if I have anything to add to that.
No, it's not based off any pluses.
No, it's... I don't think Aster knows what they want to be, but I think that's because they don't see a place for them in the world as they understand it now. Mm. They don't see themselves fitting into the framework set up. They treat themselves as the cool delinquent side story because then they control what's in the shot. They can't control the world, and they don't see a spot for them in it. So they are trying to find a crack in it, water through a path of least resistance. And if that's villainy, if that's rejecting the rules of society at large, if it means they can reject the ones that they don't think they can fit in, then they will. That is an 11 total on rejecting someone else's influence.
Pick 2 of those, and you have to, do the fiction accordingly.
Absolutely. So, see, the thing is, they're already afraid and insecure. They're already not feeling great.
Yep.
This was a thing of venting, and they banked on like a nod along, a yeah, dude, what they're used to. So they're not really thinking it through. They're not really paying attention to him saying that I'm scared for you. He's caught on the rejection on what they think of as themselves. So yeah, those labels swap. That's freak up, that's mundane down. And Aster, like, they bristle. They bristle, and they, like, flare out their wing. And I think the streetlights, the lights over the dam, they're still on. Most things around the dam aren't, because it's still being worked on. But the streetlights go up in lights, and then suddenly they're...
When you do this, Simon kind of ekes away from you, showing a modicum of fear.
Yeah, no. They go Technicolor. It, like, shifts from one to another. They're glowing more than they should be. It's beautiful, a little bit. It is what they can do with their power. And that's what they're trying to reach out with. They, like, splay open their arms and go, Simon, I can't do this without it being against the law. What a hero is halfway just what they think you're allowed to do. I couldn't do this if I wasn't one of their fancy little knights, you know? Not lawfully. If that makes me a villain, then maybe I am. I thought you'd have my back on this, man.
Hold on, dude. I have your back on being a hero. I set up some of this for us. I want us to be a hero group. What I don't want is us to go directly against what heroism is and protecting people. I'm scared about the path you are going to take if you're just after what you want. And in this moment, he kind of stands up with a little bit of a face of shock and dismissal. And he looks at you and says, I'll talk to you later, dude. I need to go home.
Simon, wait! But I don't think in this... I'm not sure Simon does in this scene. If I have a claw in the framing of it.
I really do like that, but I also feel like you still have influence over him.
That's fair. That's fair.
And I don't think he's willing to reject your influence. As he stops and turns around, what?
Damn it! And they, like, kick something and turn around and stomp off.
He watches you walk away. And then he turns himself and walks away.
I do think Aster cries about it.
Yeah. I think I cry about it. Okay.
I'm gonna blow you up with my mind, by the way. Both of them refusing to reject the other's influence attacks you. Attacks you.
Kisses.
Ah!
Okay, so we are going back in time. Back to earlier. Wayne's World, yeah. Love it. We're going back in time. Back to
The future.
the moment you are leaving the base. We still need a name for the base. I don't want to do this now. As Aster and Simon are walking away, Gail's already gone. Mary Black left right around the same time as them, but in a little bit before. That leaves Space Baby alone in the base. What's Space Baby doing?
So Space Baby's going to walk up to the computer and kind of see what they were talking about. And he's just going to pause for a moment, like flip through some pages. He finds a seller review on Paul's Plastic Polys.
Polly's Plastic Faces?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it goes like this. Username, $$, Rhino, $pasty, $. And the user picture is the silhouette of a rhino man. You see him with his face kind of turned, a little bit of a snout, big horn. And some people might know that the Rhino Pasty is actually a villain. So the review goes like this. These guys are a bunch of rip-offs, yo. I ordered a mask, and what they sent me was one of those stupid old Adamco inside-only masks. It's one they only use for people that work for Adamco. What a ripoff. I wanted the good stuff. Space Baby then pulls up a word pad, and it says, "Bye, guys, SB." And he walks out of the building, and as he's walking up the stairs, his form morphs, and he turns into, like, we'll say, a Pedro Pascal looking dude, like a little bit of gray at the temples, slacks, dress shoes, like a sweater like Captain Holt would have worn on that one show, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
So like, like that type of person. And you just see him kind of fade off into the dark as he walks away whistling.
As you change your form to something unrecognizable.
When I come out, I am that unrecognizable man. And the
Yeah,
security
I like the idea of you walking into the elevator as you, and then you walk out the other
Oh,
end
that's awesome, yeah. As that guy.
as that guy, and it never shows the change.
I do like that.
Gale. Around the same time as Space Baby leaving, you get home. Granny Shaw is standing in the living room as you get home. He goes, "Oh, Gale, you're here. Good."
Hey, what was so urgent? You never text me anything urgent.
"I think we need to talk after today. Come with me." As she walks over towards the fireplace, she grabs a plaque that is on the side of the fireplace, and she moves it to the side. The plaque itself is her award that she got when she first became a gladiator. She moves it to the side, and the bottom of the fireplace falls out. And in its place, a small platform raises, big enough for the both of you to stand inside. The fireplace itself opens up to accept 2 people. Just enough size for 2. It might be a little cramped, just a little bit, as you're next to your very large grandmother.
But I mean,
Delightful.
also very small.
You are also very small.
Maybe like 3 people if one of them was not her grandma.
Yeah.
Yes. You guys get on the elevator, as she says, "Come with me." And it goes down. When the elevator doors in front of you open, revealing the large cavernous room. It has a lot of shag carpet on the flooring, and it's got like, I really want to say there's just a big ass Rolodex on a desk.
Old
Because
school.
this is a room that has not been used in a while. There's a lot of dust on surfaces. There's a lot of, it's very similar to the design of your grandmother's house itself. It's just a little bit more like 90s spy stuff. Whereas like a lot of recording discs and with tape, and there's a lot of like, yeah, I'm trying to get a feel here.
Yeah.
It feels very like 90s office.
Yeah.
I was going to
With
say,
shag carpet.
does it have one of those phones on the wall where you have to like take off the receiver and like you hear on one end and you see speaking to another?
Not necessarily that, but there might be a rotary phone.
I knew my hopes were dashed when you said 90s.
Yeah. Not 50s, 90s.
Maybe she
The 2050s.
Yeah. So she brings you down to this very large cavernous room. The walls are stone. It is basically a cave. It just has this warm and inviting feeling with like yellow lights and that shag carpet, and it's a real den. It is a very large space though, and as she brings you into it, she begins talking. "Gale, what do you think a hero is?"
A hero is someone who protects everybody. Someone who will act as a shield to prevent the innocent from being hurt.
You are close, Gale. Very close. A hero is someone willing to sacrifice everything to protect those around them. There is no in-between. What do you want to be, Gale? What do you want to do with your life?
I don't know. I've just found out about having fire sprout from my back. I was not prepared for any of this. I thought that was just going to be normal by standards. Like,
Honey. I think you're misunderstanding. I want to show you the dangers of being a hero and what actually comes of it. As she walks you over to a board that has a lot of pins and yarn going in between pictures and newspapers and other things. Mm-hmm. And she points at it. And she goes, "You see this? I'm sure you recognize it. It's the shield of the armorer. He also destroyed a hospital, killing thousands in his quest for whatever he was after. I don't even know. It is dangerous, so dangerous, to be a hero. I barely stopped this man. This one over here, this is a picture of the shark. He is the one that killed your parents. Out of revenge for whatever he was after. He's still out there, though. And so are hundreds of others that I've stopped. Seeking revenge. Heroism is not just about saving people. It's about putting everything on the line. And she's going to try to use her influence over you to shift some labels.
Good luck.
This is going to shift superior down, and I'm thinking mundane up. But if you have a better one, I'd be willing for an up for it to be better. But definitely superior down. As she is telling you, she doesn't want you to be a hero. She wants you to be a normal kid who just experiences life.
I think in this moment, I'm going to turn to Granny Shaw and I'm going to be like, but if there isn't people to do these sacrifices, then what? I know that I saw today, you're not capable anymore. Someone has to be there to pick up after, to be able to carry the burden of these sacrifices. And in that, I'm going to try rejecting her influence.
Mm-hmm. I love that.
Cheer me on.
Let's see what you did. 7.
Yeah, that is a 7.
So you
But-
do succeed.
Yes.
You only get to choose one.
I'm going to mark potential, and I'm going to continue being like, I mean, look all around you. In this room, there is multiple people listed who have committed these sacrifices. And if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have a place to be living right now.
She gives you a little coy smile. Oh, Gale, you pass. As she presses a button on a wall, and a large training room opens up. And she says, "It's time to get started." As the scene fades behind you.
We see her cool kung fu dojo.
Yeah, you see a cool kung fu dojo, essentially.
At the end of that scene, a Pedro Pascal-looking man walks along the sidewalk outside your house.
Oh, I really like that actually. Just little Space Baby cameos in these scenes as they go on.
I very much like.
I didn't even think about it like that, but that is good.
We see Simon stalking past the Pedro Pascal.
That's a good.
Miss
Or
Mary
Aster even.
Black.
Miss Mary Black.
Miss Mary Black. You go home after all of this? On your way home, you walk? Do you walk, take the bus? What do you do to go home? I would assume you walk, because I don't think people are allowed to know what route you take home.
Oh.
I walk everywhere in this freaking city.
Yeah.
Excellent pass.
Your mom knows you go to
Gets
school.
new shoes every month.
The base is always somewhat close. She cares about you. Yeah. As you're walking home,
You walk past the park. You walk right past your mom sitting on a bench with a big newspaper in front of her. She's wearing her fake mustache. And as you're walking past, she goes, psst, psst, honey, hey, psst, honey, over here.
Just a slow head turn. And then it goes back. And she keeps walking.
Your mother folds up the newspaper, rolls it up, puts it down, runs over to you and picks you up with a big hug and goes, "Oh, sweetie, I was so worried about you. Are you okay?" As she starts checking your arms and checking over you really
She
quick.
just
I heard about what happened at the museum. I'm so sorry I wasn't there to protect you. I'm so sorry.
She's just doing a full T-pose and she's and
Like she's being pat down.
it's protocol.
Oh, I thought you were just T-posing in response.
No,
Asserting dominance.
no, she's just doing the T-pose so that mom can check her down.
And she's patting all the way up and all the way down, checking.
Wow,
She's
she's
not
naughty.
very good at hugging and patting at the same time.
She put her down. This was after the, oh!
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah. Puts it down, checks you over with your T-pose. And she's like, "Oh, honey, I was so worried about you. I heard what happened on the news. Are you okay?"
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Hey, it's okay, sweetheart. It's okay. She begins petting your head. It's okay. Come to mama. And she presses you into her bosom and just pet. It'll be okay, sweetie. We'll get over this. It'll be okay. Hey, let's go for ice cream, okay? Does that sound good? Let's go for ice cream.
Mom, I have a lot of things to think about. I don't really feel like ice cream. Also, I haven't eaten all day, so I would really just like to go home and have a quiet dinner, if that's okay.
She looks at you a little dejected. And she goes, "Oh my God, honey, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I was too much.
You're okay,
All right,
Mom.
it's okay. Let's go. It'll be okay. Let's just go and we'll get you food and everything will be okay. Everything will be okay, okay?"
As they're walking, Mary subconsciously, stuck in her own mind, kind of because she's so in her mind, she has this mannerism that she will reach out and grab the closest thing that she can. And more often than not, it's her mom's hand. So she grabs her mom's hand as she's walking, so that way she doesn't... And number one, so she doesn't bump into anything. Number two, because she knows her mom's going to have her back if anything happens. But it's kind of just face blank, mindful, grabbing onto the closest thing to keep oriented.
As your mother just keeps rambling.
She kind of just looks up with the biggest puppy dog eyes, and she's like, "Mom." She just kind of looks up and she's like, "Mom, I've had a really bad day. Can we watch my favorite movie?"
Of course, sweetie.
Do we have any more Ben and Jerry's at home?
I stocked up when I heard about the news. It'll be okay, sweetheart. We'll take care of it.
Yay! We get to watch. Yay! We get to watch the classic My Little Mermaid.
Miss Mary Black's little yay is gonna sing.
Yay.
So, I'm
Face
really getting
blank.
this image of you being a lot shorter than your mom. You're having to
Oh, yeah.
hold your hand up a little bit. So it's not like an adult. It's more like a little
Mary is 100% 5'4", while her mom stands at about 6 foot tall. So it's not too much of a difference.
Okay.
But it's enough
But I'm
where she has
guessing
to
Mom wears
reach
heels
up
all the time.
here to hold her mom. She's looped her arm around.
Okay. So crossed arms, not hands. Gotcha.
Aster. Oh, I've been excited for this one.
What do you want?
You get home.
Get the good
They
old
get
womp
late.
womp.
They get home late. How late?
They were considering just staying at the dam tonight late. It's probably not that out of the ordinary. Sometimes they do get caught up in their craft, but probably past midnight sometime.
So around 2:30.
Yeah.
You get home, and your brother's up in the living room. He's watching the news.
Yeah. Got a mussed up mane. I don't know if I can excuse them having eye makeup given fur, but if they do, it's smudged. they are very clearly not happy.
He is watching the news, and he says, Aster, come in here.
Want any bullshit tonight, Tommy?
Just look at this. As he presses play. Welcome back to Channel 3 News, sponsored by Cozy.
Does Tommy react to the Cozy sponsorship at all? I know I think Aster makes a little bit of a show about baring their teeth and hissing a little.
Tommy is completely deadpan right now. Completely. Let's get into the news. With Adriana Tranch. This morning, a villainous pirate named the Buccaneer attacked Ikron Museum of Modern History and was stopped promptly by the retired hero Christina Shaw. Where do you think the other heroes were, Sam? I don't know, Adriana. It is disconcerting that a retired old woman had to handle the situation, isn't it, Adriana? Yes, absolutely, Sam. Did you know the only reason that she was even there was that her grandchild, Gail Shaw, as a picture of Gail flashes on the screen.
Hey, what the hell?
My lord.
Like, that's an in character. Hey, what the hell?
Had a field trip with her entire class of students. I arrived on the scene shortly after to collect statements from the terrified children. As a picture of Aster shows up on the screen with an angry and confused face.
They wear it more often.
As an overdub of a different child says the following. Where were the knights? Where were the other heroes?
I didn't say any of that shit. Tommy, you know me. You know my voice.
As it goes back to Sam. Doesn't this just pull at the heartstrings? The cry of a young chimera boy just hoping for safety. You're so right, Sam. And our next story is construction membrane really alive?
Fucking line
Our
up the voice
expert
with
Olivia
my lips.
interviews
Good God.
Ronald Donald to get to the truth. Olivia? As he pauses the screen.
It's just bad video at that point, Tommy, you know?
Aster, Tommy looks at you with the same deadpan face. And he says, so, what the hell happened?
Do you want me to actually tell you shit, or you just want to lecture me? Because I ain't got time for that one tonight.
I don't know, kid. What should I do?
Maybe listen to me if you're gonna ask a question. I'm asking you genuinely, Tommy dear, because I don't know what you want from me.
Aster, what I'm trying to get is safety for us. What I'm trying to
fucking field trip. You think I did this? Do you think I with my film friends I made some paper mache cannonballs?
Yeah, but how does this look to
Bad,
people,
Tommy.
Aster?
Bad.
Exactly.
What do you want me to do about it? Huh? I went on a field trip and things went bad, and now my friend's face is plastered all over TV.
Aster, the history of the chimeras rides on our shoulders. You cannot go out here doing things to shine such a bad light on us.
What the
It
fuck do you
affects
think I
all of
did?
us.
Thomas, huh? You want me to smile bright for the camera when they're shoving that and the microphone up in my face seconds out of getting out of a... My friend nearly died.
Anything other than what you did.
What?
Which is be dismissive and an asshole like you always are being.
Oh, coming from you? Thomas.
At least I can make a good light out of it. At least I can twist a situation to benefit us. To benefit our kind.
Yeah, and I'm sure they'd put the words I actually said up on the screen if I said something like that.
And what did you say, Aster?
I said get a camera out of my face because I just got out of the damn messed up building.
And is that such a good thing to say to the media, to the people that are willing to switch any situation to what they desire?
So why should I have to play to whatever the hell tune they want me to sing? Why should I have to exist in your little cookie cutter to even exist at all?
Damn it, Aster. I can't deal with this right now. I have too much writing on this.
Oh, I get it then. You got shit about this, huh? Yeah? Oh, come on, Tommy. Tell me I'm dying to hear.
Of course, I'm trying to fight for our rights as chimeras. I'm trying to get people to understand that our affliction does not make us the monsters that they think we are.
Maybe it's they who have the problem. They think we're monsters in the first place. It's not my goddamn fault. It's not Nona's goddamn fault. Do you think Nona should have to do this? You think she's bad for being on protest? Because, we both know she was protesting. We both know she wouldn't have been polite to cameras.
Do you think I'm not protesting in a way that'll actually get something done?
And what's your way that'll actually get something done?
In the court systems. In the actual law books. Aster.
And we're supposed to all sit pretty while you set up this big new world? We're supposed to
As long as you're not absolutely destroying our image.
How can our image even be that pristine? Are you that damn ashamed of me? All I did was look at a camera.
He looks down with kind of a little bit of a sad look at you mentioning that. He says,
Not everybody gets the soft teeth, Am I not allowed to have my own?
I'm not ashamed, Aster. I'm not ashamed of you.
Fucking feel like it, Tommy. I already had a bad day, alright?
Alright, I'm sorry, kid. You're right.
It's a fucking first. There's Nona already in bed.
We'll see if she is, I guess, in a moment.
Fuck off. Yeah. How'd your work thing go? Don't
Well,
with me,
actually,
I'm being nice.
I said it's actually well.
Oh, that's a shocker.
That is actually. I'm gonna be accepted at a new firm soon. And actually, I'll be moving out pretty soon. I thought I'd let you know. As he puts his hand on your head and then walks away.
For once, Aster does not shrug him off. Very, very regularly, Aster shrugs them off. They make a point of it. They'll snap at his hand if he gets it too close to their mouth. It's habit, They're siblings. They tussle. They're too shocked to do that right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it shows on their face in the way their feathers puff up again. Their fur bristles out. The tears that had started to gather in their eyes still very much there. He's shell-shocked.
This is a tag-in line.
Oh yeah.
At that point in the scene, the doorbell rings. And we switch to the outside, and it's a pizza guy. And he's got 3 to 4 pizzas, some 2 liters, and the next panel is about 15 minutes earlier of Space Baby ordering pizza. And there's a little note on the receipt. It just says, "Thank you again."
So there is a pizza guy at the door?
Yeah.
Alright. Doorbell rings.
Hold on.
Is this actually...
At 12 o'clock at night.
Yeah, at like 1, 2
It's
in
a
the
big
morning.
city!
It's a big city.
It's a
That's
big
true.
city.
That is true. That is true.
This is after COVID hit and was eradicated.
No, I'll let it. It's a big city. You're right.
Yeah, okay. What the... Yeah, I think the doorbell has to be rung a couple times for Aster to, shock out of it.
Here's the question. Is the pizza already paid for? Because SB doesn't have any money.
Actually, my throat's sore.
Yes. Yes, the pizza is paid for and delivered. And you saw Space Baby ordering pizza.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about you guys having money or not, guys. I don't wanna.
What happens? What do you do?
Open door and is just a what the fuck face?
It's a Tommy. Did you...
Wasn't me. As he's upstairs.
God, who the hell is knocking on doors? Look through the window.
No,
then,
this is
what the hell?
This is a pizza delivery. They don't just leave the za there. You meet Craig, the pizza guy.
No, Aster is looking through... they are a look through the window before you open the door household.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's got a.
Yeah, peeking out.
That's
incredulous.
valid.
He's got a visor,
What the god damn?
and it says Domino Hut because those companies apparently combined in the future.
Dommy Hut.
Dommy Hut.
Love of God. Okay. I'm
Dom-
Southern now.
Oh.
Yes.
Dommy.
We got an order for
name
what
you
is
do?
this? I don't fucking know. We got an order of pizza.
You got don't yell. It's 2 in the goddamn.
Hey, you ordered the fucking pizza, man. Take the fucking
Hey
pizza.
man, I didn't order jack fucking shit. It's a prank.
It's already paid for.
Oh, you didn't order it? Bye.
Fuck it.
Oh, hold on.
Closes the door.
Hold on. I was supposed to give this note with it.
Opens the door. What the fuck do I want your paper for?
He drops the note and leaves. With the pizza and the 2 liters.
give me a 2-liter, damn!
You didn't want it, man. Do you want it or not?
Just give me a 2-liter, it's fine!
He pulls out a 2-liter and gives it to you.
Thank you! Hope it's good. Hope it's not poison. Don't go eating random shit. Picks up the paper, closes the door. Regrets not actually taking the
Do you want me to say what the note says?
Say what the note says.
You hear this in Space Baby's voice as you're looking at the note.
I will hear this in Space Baby's voice if it indicates it is from Space Baby. Continue. Otherwise, I am hearing it in Dominic the Pizza Guy's voice.
Craig.
Craig. I always confuse
That name shifted fast.
Hold on, gotta add a new
From
character.
all over the place, usually.
Craig and Nick.
Craig.
Craig, Donna's.
No, we get from Little
Pizza
Maria's
guy.
most of the time.
Okay, so dear Aster,
Already the face crinkles up in displeasure.
I much appreciated your kindness earlier and wanted to send you this pizza as a token of this gratitude. Signed, Space Baby. P.S. Please enjoy the blueberry strawberry dessert pie, the jalapeno, pineapple, and chicken Alfredo sauce pie, the giant cheese pie with extra garlic crust, and this other box of breadsticks, and marinara, and like a really good marinara, and some marijuana in there too, because that's the good.
Excuse me.
Is there fuel in this thing? Oh, there we go. Burning it.
Signed, Space Baby.
All right, let's go on to the next day. Gail, let's start with you. It's a school day like any other. You all are expected back at school after the incident. They don't care enough to let you stay 2 days. They're, the city's used to this stuff like this happening all the time.
Sorry.
It's kind of commonplace. Before you leave to school, Gail, during breakfast, Granny Shaw tells you that she is going to be going to... Character voice. I'm going to go up to the Crucible to investigate the information we collected. You just live out your normal day. That sounds weird. It's all gone. All the magic is gone.
No, she's still magical.
It's all gone. It's shit from here, guys.
No, but-
You get my lease.
Just get Simon in here. He'll fix it.
That's right, guys.
I need... Sorry, Aster needs one of those little Simon... Hey guys. Quickers after
What's up, dude?
emotional support.
I need an emotional support. Look at this. Just what's up, dude? Gail, your grandma stops you and lets you know that she is going to the Crucible in order to investigate the information that you all collected.
Collected.
Play it, brother.
You shut up!
The information collected about what?
About the fucking intruders at the museum to investigate what the
The
weird
Buccaneers.
masked
What
people
happened
were
just
doing.
guys.
Literally what happened the previous day.
It didn't happen yesterday. It happened 2 weeks ago.
What specifically? Because Gail left before we even decoded the masks.
It doesn't matter. She's going to do her own collection of information.
Oh.
Separately from you all. She might come to the same conclusion. Or new ones. Wow. It might be a source of new information, guys. Whoa. How crazy is that? Me giving you information? Fucking
The
insane.
lady with resources getting more info than
I was just making
teens
sure the
could?
flow of the
What's
story
wrong?
was okay.
Alright. You all go to School. You all go to
Scale!
Gail.
Alright, guys.
You all go to school. It's a fucking
Still
We should not have taken that break.
I'm ready to go home.
Alright. You all go back to school. You live out your school day. I want to go ahead and skip us forward to lunchtime, where Simon is trying to gather you all to talk a little bit more about what's going on.
I think Aster's on the roof.
Well, that's funny, Aster, because he's trying to gather you all to the roof.
Damn!
And he probably would know that you would be there.
Hey, Space Baby, where are you?
These schools where they have the rooftop access, but they also have that little building up top
Yes.
where the stairwell
Yes,
comes
yes, yes.
out, and then Aster's on top of that while everyone else is meeting at the bottom.
It could be, maybe.
So, no one at school recognizes Space Baby.
Are you still Pedro Pascaling it out?
All I'm saying is nobody at school recognizes anybody that they know to be Space Baby.
So Space Baby's absent today. How do you all feel about this? Let's drag it back. Let's pull back a little bit. Let's really dig this one out, huh? How do you all feel about the situation?
This is the game for it. Aster, I don't know if they've noticed. They've been kind of avoiding everyone as much as they can, but I can't say that not seeing Space Baby has affected them badly, because they're still... I mean, they're definitely still afraid.
A little raw about it.
Yes.
Hey, hold on.
No, I will not hold on.
Let him go.
Just one more day.
You're just afraid?
Afraid and insecure at current.
Mm,
Unless you think I would have had an opportunity to get rid of either of those.
that's what I'm thinking, because you did some big emotional moments.
Yeah.
I know you would have at least cleared angry, but...
Oh, actually, to clear afraid, run from something difficult. Aster ran from Simon.
Oh, that is so true. You definitely get to clear.
That is a good move there.
You definitely get to clear afraid.
Very nice.
Space Baby, you kind of ran from something too, but you're already cleared afraid?
Mm-hmm. So, to clear insecure, I straight up ambushed Aster in their room. Talked to them, got them all mad, and then just left. I would think that's a foolhardy action.
Yep.
Because I didn't know what they were doing.
Absolutely.
Alright, clear and secure?
Yep.
Okay. And then making a sacrifice, I bought all that pizza.
You didn't make that sacrifice, they did.
Are you guilty about anything?
I mean, no.
That was good.
Okay, no, so guilty is make a sacrifice. I think I heard in the wind spoke to me, it said that leaving the group, even just temporarily, was a sacrifice, because that's my social safety net, and I truly am breaking away from just about everything I know as far as dealing with real people in this world.
I'll give it to you. Yeah. You can clear it. Sure.
Okay. So now I'm still angry.
So you are in school, but you look different.
So I actually was going to go to Christina Shaw.
Do you think you stopped her on the way to the Crucible?
So I ordered pizza, went back to the Coliseum, slept, and then I got up the next day to go. She didn't go to the Crucible until after Gail went to school.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would have seen Gail leave as I was coming there, so...
Oh, shit, I'm late.
So yeah, so instead of me being the background character this time, you're the background character as you run the school.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not...
Hello?
Miss Shaw,
Yes, who am I speaking to?
you may not recognize me, but I'm world famous shoe salesman Pedro Pascal. And, no, it's Space Baby, Miss Shaw.
Do you, change form just a little bit back into your normal
Yes.
form when you do that?
Yes. Actually, for a brief second, I full all natural Space Baby. And then, back into, a more normal shape, just like a blank humanoid clone.
Mm-hmm.
On my face, it's just my mouth, which is like a smile, and then my eyes will slowly emerge, and the features will slowly emerge.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is an emotional thing. I'm like, Miss Shaw, this Space Baby, and I'm getting back to normal now, Miss Shaw. And I remember we fought together, and then I got hurt, and you didn't come. You didn't protect me. And I needed help, and they put me in bags and stuck me in an aquarium and yelled at me and didn't even notice me in the room. I had to look on the computer, and I was just hurt, and why didn't you help me? I knew nothing, and I called for you.
I was talking to the police. I had no idea you had called for me, child. I'm sorry. Did something happen to you? I was dealing with other things.
At this point, my eyes actually start to well up with tears. And what you see, instead of tears spilling out the sides, the corners of my eyes actually just start to elongate down. And then, about here, they just start to drip. And then I look up and my eyes are chibi-sized. You know. I died a little bit. And I looked up to you so much, and how do I know I can still trust you? And I would like to roll to break her influence.
Yeah. Roll to reject influence. Absolutely. As she kind of doesn't fully
She's
understand.
probably like a little bit confused.
She's confused by this. She doesn't understand what happened. She saw you guys as fine, and you know what ended up pulling you over the edge. She was already gone by that point.
Oh, shit.
That's 10. Choose 2. Yeah, choose 2.
I'm going to clear a condition. I am going to clear angry, which is my last condition. All right. And my eyes are going to cry in reverse. And they come back up and they get normal size. And a little bit, my pupil, retina, cornea, it all just disappears. I have a white line, kind of like I put on a white eyeliner. And inside that, you see stars and galaxies. And Space Baby says, I'm from worlds away. And this place has made me so mad. But maybe we're all just trying to get home one way or another. I'm not mad at you anymore. I'm not mad at anybody anymore. And I forgive you. And I hope we can sometime fight together again. Curiously. And then I just say, well, I'm sure you're busy. Do you need any help with anything?
She looks at you in almost an even more confused way. And she dismissively just goes, "No, child. I don't need any help." As she closes the door.
Look out for Gil. They're having a rough time. And then I don't turn around, but my face and body features invert, concavely going inside me and then reappearing on the other side, and I just walk away like that.
Okay.
I'm going to shift some labels. So I need to shift one up and one down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to shift superior down because I feel like at this point I feel more like these beings and creatures than I have before. Like building up someone and then still being let down. It's like, well, yeah, I guess that's just how things really are everywhere.
Yeah.
So when we're superior down one, and I'm already maxed out on freak. Danger or saver? Is he going to feel more like a threat? He's going to feel more like responsible, more keyed into the people of the world around him.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
So, Space Baby,
Yes.
did you go to school after that, or are you just roaming the streets?
Street Roman, Pedro Pascal style.
Street roaming, Pedro
He's famous
Pascal
for doing.
style.
Mm-hmm. Except this time it's like a windbreaker, you know, just button up.
Fashionable Pedro
Some
Pascal.
jeans.
So, it is now lunchtime.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say Space Baby's stopped on a park bench or something. I don't know.
Maybe I'm walking by the school during lunch.
It can literally be anything. You don't have to be involved as long as you exist and I just know where you are. You're
Library.
outside.
You could be learning how to feed the birds from a little old lady. That library is also really good.
I'm in a library.
Outside.
It's an outdoor library.
An outdoor library. Okay, good.
It's a
Good.
courtyard.
Yeah, okay, good.
Spinach mosaic tile. Nice chairs.
Yeah.
Playing basketball right next to the
Life
library.
just sort of roaming through.
Yeah, I got you.
Turkeys down at the pet library.
Down at the library, very lovely.
Maybe a bunny and all your bunnies. I don't know why I'm talking like this.
Turkey library.
Turkey library. Outdoor courtyard.
I want
turkey
this.
library.
I want this list of names to sound like a madman scrawling.
Beautiful.
I think we're good.
Turkey park.
Turkey.
No, turkey
park.
library.
Turkey library.
There's a turkey park next to the turkey library.
That's where
That's
the
probably
turkeys
what
come
it's.
from.
That's where.
Okay, it is about lunchtime now. Simon asks everybody to go to the roof for some input. And Aster, he wants to talk to you specifically about some things.
Does he message over the radio or something?
He sends a group text to everyone. And Space Baby, I don't know if you have a messaging system. I'm cool if someone gave you a messaging system.
Funny enough, I took one from the hideout when I left.
Hey,
Oh, that's
there you
fair.
go. You receive a message also saying meet on the roof. If you want to go, you can. If you don't, don't.
And the Aster I want to talk to you alone is in the group text?
No.
Okay.
That's
Space
a
Baby.
separate text.
Oh, joy.
Is now worried. Space Baby rises up and transparent rainbow style starts to float to the school.
It's just a flight to the school.
I'm not sure Aster checks their phone before their radio, before everyone is up on the roof. I'm undecided.
So you're on the roof as everyone appears suddenly?
Yeah, like Maybe on top of the little stairway entrance. Laying
Yeah.
laying right by the little stairway entrance. Eyes closed, headphones on, tapping their foot and flicking their tail.
Like where people will trip on you?
Out of the way, leaned up against it, the other side.
So, Aster, let's just take this from your point of view for now. You lounge in the roof of the school. It's a bright, sunny day. It's so pretty outside. In the background, the crucible hangs in the sky, the floating base that it is. I mean, you know. That's where the Knight's hideout is. That is about the time that the door opens near you and people begin showing up. And it's Simon first. As he's like, oh, Aster, good, you're here. I wanted to talk to you.
There's like a cornered animal look in Aster's eyes at this. Not at
Whoa,
all
dude,
expected.
whoa.
They're not moving with it, but they are like visibly startled, surprised, and then defensive, which they're not usually around Simon.
Simon kind of giggles to himself, like, hey, I got you, dude, didn't I? What's going on, man? I haven't seen you today.
What, did I miss something? Like opening their radio, going through things, and sort of internal shit.
And
Shouldn't have ignored that one.
It's okay. I know you don't respond to this stuff sometimes. Things got a little hot last night, didn't it? I'm sorry, man. I pushed you too far. It's my bad. You know, a little time to cool off is just what you need.
Yeah, Aster, I don't know. They're a flower in the sun for just a second. They wilt a little bit. It's unexpected, but all of this has been, and it's relieving, honestly. More than anything else, probably. I do think before they realize other people are coming up, they're going to, like, try and find the words for it, fail to, grab him with the wing and sort of nuggie him affectionately. And then there are people on the stairs.
Stop, dude, stop!
Little fucking little weirdo. Come on here. Oh, shit.
Yeah, as
Pushing him aside.
Hi.
As Gale and Mary Black come up the stairs, and it's the four of you standing in a group.
Yeah, Aster is like angling to see a space baby behind them, and they're just not there.
Just not there. And then that is when Simon goes, "Oh, is the other one not coming? What do they call themselves? Space baby."
Sounds like it.
I didn't see him
You didn't see
coming up. No, I didn't see them coming up the stairs.
Oh well. Anyway, I just
God, their feelings hurt, maybe.
man, things got a little tense. Yesterday. It's weird. Mercury must be in retrograde. You know how it goes. Anyway.
I still don't know why you care about those things.
Hey,
Because it's how you get in with the chicks.
Asking them their birthdays, their hospital origin.
Yeah, you gotta ask for their sign. That's what movies
Dude,
from...
you're literally artsy. Just do the artsy shit. That's what people care about.
Anywho, I just think if we're gonna keep going on with this hero stuff and this vigilantism, we really need to get the branding down, okay, guys? We really need to start working on our costumes
You
and our
gonna
names.
code us?
I'm not going to. You guys are going to. But might I add, Aster, might I just add one thing?
I'm gonna noogie you again. It's bad.
He takes 3 steps away from you, and he goes,
Aster like looming forward a little bit, like cat who has seen a bird.
he takes 2 more steps back, and he goes,
No, actually, there's the edge of the roof. Scoot.
Scoot. And he goes, the Dynamo Human. Listen, you won't accept any of my other ones, and I just want to... fuck. You're right, fuck.
Wordlessly, Aster sticking out the wing, pointing at it. Why do you want Dynamo so bad?
I think it's a cool word, and you're a cool dude.
Mean? What does it even mean? Tell me that. I'll decide if it's cool. I'm the cool dude here.
Okay,
Are you looking it up in front of me, Simon?
He pulls out his phone and starts to look up the definition of dynamo. And he goes, well, you see here, according to Wikipedia,
Oh, yeah.
a
The online
dynamo
Wikipedia,
is an electrical
looking at it.
generator that generates a direct current using a communicator. Doesn't that sound cool as shit? Doesn't that sound right up your alley, Aster? An electrical engine? What a dude.
Look,
Don't you want to generate electricity?
I can do a lot more than generating electricity. Sorry, I had an idea while I was saying that. And he like goes to mess with some lights and then remembers the last night, and there's a second where his hand is in the air and he just falters. I can do a lot more than generate electricity.
It's still a cool name, man. It's still a cool name. And that's about the time.
There's a hand about to poof down on his head when...
That is the time that each and every single one of you begin to feel this weird static in the air. As Aster, your hair begins to get a little poofier and stand on end. Gale, your hair begins to almost rise as this static force. Same with Mary Black. Her hair begins to rise as well.
That's just trying desperately to restyle their coontails.
As suddenly the static goes away and you all hear a big as behind you all, the crucible gets hit with a static field, locking it in stasis, floating in the sky. And that is when Space Baby, you form out, or your pride sheet self flutters up and down onto the roof.
Just flutters in the wind, just...
So, you don't know what's happening. This is when I'm going to introduce a new condition I'm adding, called panicked. Gale, you begins to panic.
Seems about right.
Yeah. And that is where we are going to end the session for this week. But before we finish, we've got to do our end of session stuff. So,
I want to say something first, though.
yeah, of course.
I feel guilty now.
You feel guilty now?
I feel guilty because I knew she was going there and I asked if she needed any help. I could have insisted more or just followed her.
I'm absolutely mark that guilty condition.
Okay.
All right, let's go through our end of session stuff. Do you grow closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team? Please.
I'll go first. So I'm going to grow into the image of myself. I am normal. I'm just a different normal than these people. And if they got a problem with me, that's their problem. I feel stronger, more confident about myself and my abilities and might start showing different things.
Absolutely. I see it.
I kind of think that from now on, and we can maybe toy with this, but from now on, whatever shape Space Baby takes, he always has that white line around his eyes. Like, and it is kind of like just around the eyelid and the under eye. And then he has dark lashes for some reason, I guess, but he always has that white around his eyes.
Next.
I'm trying very hard to make people feel welcome in this team. However, it feels like the more conflicts that arise, the further we get apart.
Hi, sorry, it's me, Problems McGee.
And I'm not sure that I know how to form a very healthy team relationship because I've never been around one. So I'm going to grow away from the group.
And who loses influence over you? Because right now I think most of the people have influence over you.
Since she did get a little bit of their backlash, she is going to lose her. She is going to lose influence from Aster.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It very much makes sense.
Sorry, Miss Mary Black. I'm having character moments.
Next.
Right. See, I would say grow away from the team, but there's no influence in the team currently.
You've been doing that a lot.
Yeah, so they're actually gonna grow closer to the team for once, because it was still bad. But Gale was there when they needed someone. Even if she had to leave soon, even if it was fleeting, she was there. And they needed someone there.
Also with Simon, like, it may not have went the exact way you wanted, but Simon was real and emotional and honest with you.
That's
So
true.
that's a mark of a real friend.
That's true.
But
Aster was absolutely.
Simon is not a part of the team. You cannot go closer to Simon in that way.
He's like Oracle.
He's not.
Simon's part.
I don't
of
do
the team.
DMPCs.
No DMPC.
Simon's part of the team to Aster, but Aster is wrong about the mechanics of the game. Simon's part of Aster's team.
Okay,
Which
yes.
is what Aster has decided is
Okay.
happening.
I'm okay with this.
But no. Influence to you. I don't have a little scrap offhand, but
Okay.
you do have influence over Aster
Well,
again.
good, as long as you're
absolutely.
keeping track of it somewhere.
Yes.
That plays perfectly with the story.
Absolutely. I mean, that's what this is for.
Yeah.
This whole section is described as a way to look back on your session and really contemplate what happened. That is
So
what
what
this
did
entire
really
section is for.
How's Gail doing?
I know Aster has influence over me, but I'm going to say the same with grow closer to the team in about the same moment of vulnerability on both ends.
So,
God, sorry, this isn't important, but I have a whole move called Troublemaker. When you help a teammate through destructive, criminal, or rule-breaking actions, you can give them a +2 instead of a +1 when you spend a team from the pool. That's setting up to use that with you, absolutely.
absolutely. By the way, a part of Grow Closer to the Team, clear conditional mark potential.
I'm marking potential.
Aster's clearing insecure.
Understood.
Actually, hold on, I have to think about that, but that's the prospect. Because I don't want them to have a -2 forever.
Right.
Yeah,
All right.
they'll clear insecure.
That's great. That's great. And that's where we're going to end it.
We've been Six-Sided Struggles. Have a lovely night.
Toodles!
Bye.